CRM implementation isn't about every feature. It is about using the right features for your business. Generic CRMs, including Odoo CRM, often miss this mark. However, Odoo has additional flexibility and customization capabilities where you can tailor the system to reflect how your industry or the team actually works. The focus of our today's video would be to customize Odoo CRM to fit your industry specific workflows, whether you are in real estate, retail, education, manufacturing, or any other services. To bring this to life, we will use real estate industry as a working example, but every concept that you see here can be applied to your industry as well. Okay. Now, what exactly is the problems? Most CRMs, even the best ones, come with a predefined structure. Let's say a structure for different stages like lead, qualified, proposal, one, or any other stages. There would be fields like email, phone, company, salesperson, sales team. This might work for a typical B2B software company or maybe a generic product selling company. But what about a niche industry like real estate or property management? Let's say for a healthcare company, let's say for a furniture retailer, let's say for an education industry. In real estate, you don't sell software licenses, no products, you are selling properties, homes, plots, commercial spaces. You need to track things like location, property type, site visit dates, budget preferences, investment plans, etc. Maybe for an healthcare industry, you may need to track appointment types, maybe information about insurance providers, medical history, or maybe an initial vital test to ensure what kind of health packages could be sold. However, most CRMs do not offer this out of the box, effectively meaning that you will have to bend your workflow to match your default needs instead of empowering you to modify the system to your processes. Since there is a mismatch here, there comes Odoo to solve this essentially problems. Now let's look at how we can customize Odoo CRM for a specific industry. As I mentioned earlier, we'll be using real estate industry as an example. But these techniques that I'm going to demonstrate through this video can work for any business, any industry, small, medium or large scale. Needless to say, some of the examples that I'm going to show, depending on the complexity, either they can be customized through the front end using Odoo Studio, or you can also customize through Python programming. Some of the complex requirements could be served only through Python programming only. We are going to start with an example where we are going to first customize our pipeline stages. Every industry has its own customer journey, and your CRM and the sales cycle needs to reflect the same. For real estate, we can customize to stages like inquiry, site visit, offer, negotiation or closed. For a different industry, these stages could be different. So let's go ahead and customize our stages. I'm going to create a new stage and I'm going to specifically select the real estate team so that this is the team specific stage. Okay. Offer. I'm going to change this to real estate as well. Maybe a negotiation stage. And let's say a one or a close stage. I think that should be enough. Coming back to my pipeline, I would be able to see that all my stages have now been changed, and I'm going to change this to different stages to give you a depiction of how this will work out. This reflects a more realistic and true view compared to the stages that were there built earlier, and this specifically talks about the real estate industry. If I specifically filter the sales team, which is real estate, then I am going to see the data which is specifically for this state only. Okay. Moving ahead, beyond the stages, the other industry specific fields can also be customized. Now, for example, if we are talking about real estate, we are going to talk about property. If we are going to talk about real estate, we are going to talk about budgets. We are going to talk about site visits. Okay. Similarly, for other industry, there could be other relevant fields. Now, what I have done is I have used Odoo's custom modules to install an industry specific feature which Odoo provides for real estate industry. This will give me an advantage of installing this real estate module, allowing me to set up the properties. Looking at the same, I can go to my properties window, which has details of properties which are available. These properties can be defined in terms of buildings, their address, different types of properties, gallery, information about documents, and meter readings. Now we are going to use the information of these modules in our CRM module as well and see how it can be beneficial for us. So let's go to the CRM. We already have a property module available here, which can be selected while putting down a specific inquiry. I am going to add some new fields using Odoo Studio. So let's add a field for client budget. This field has been created here. I can make or change the details. For example, I want to make it, let's say, a required field or an invisible field. I can change its label, let's say a budget. So now the budget has been added. I can add some more fields, let's say a date field. Let's call it a site visit date. I can also make them mandatory depending on what is important to me. Okay. We do have information about the expected income. So if you are a realtor firm, for you it could be a brokerage amount. If you are in selling, then it could be the amount of the property. Priority fields are already available, so I do not need that. I can have Boolean checkboxes here. This checkbox can be used whether it is individual or corporate, whether it is self-funded or on loan. So we can have multiple options. So we can mention whether it is a sponsored client. Okay, so this information can help us, and so on. So I'm going to close and see how we can use this information for specific benefit. So now these fields are available on my form. Needless to say, I can put them in my list view as well. So I go back to the studio. You can see these fields: site visit date, property details. So I can go to the studio again. I can go to my views. So let's say I'm looking at my list view and I want to add a new field. Look from existing field here. Let's say property. Okay, so I've added the property field here. The label looks okay. I can add another field. Let's say the budget. Okay, I've added these two fields to this particular view. I can close this and you can see that these views are available in the tree or the list view which is available with us. Okay, I am going to try now and use this data to see how it can help us in providing analytic reports. So let me fill some data for you. So we have some properties available, site visit dates are available. Now I have filled some data here reflecting budgets and property and site visit date. Now with all the filters and the groups that I have, now I have the possibility to add more layers to it. So for example, now I want to search my opportunities by, let's say, property. So I can choose here custom group property. And now you can see that I am now able to see my pipeline based on properties, so that a specific team, depending on the interest for a specific property, can focus on the same. If I take this to a different view, we will be able to see this through budget, probability. If I go to the pivot view, it will give me the best possible options. I have grouped it by property on the left, and I can see how many stages are there. So if you see here on the top are the properties, what are the different stages in which these inquiries are there. Okay, so now you can see this looks like a true reflection of analytics of your industry, for the real estate industry. If this would have been showing a random value with no nomenclature regarding your industry, most of your information exchange between the team members would be based on the text, and the actual reports which are available in Odoo will not be available to you. This data can directly be put into the spreadsheet. as you can see in my screen, or into the actual dashboard as well. Okay, I'm going to just show you. So this new sheet has now been inserted, and as you can see, this has created an Excel sheet. And of course, once this Excel sheet has been created, you can actually put it in a dashboard as well. Okay, this file which you are able to see right now can be available in the document management system and can be put in the dashboard as per your convenience. This can be done through a configuration window, where under configuration, let's say under CRM, we can add different additional spreadsheets if available to the user. Okay, so this can be done as well, and dashboards can be enhanced further. Okay, these are some of the examples that we have taken to ensure that a specific industry customizes its CRM according to the requirements of the specific company, specific businesses of each and every size, and of course the industry that we are referring to. The idea of the CRM can be extended to the other modules as well, including sales, which are directly relevant to it. Also, one additional example that we can do is to create automation actions according to your requirements. So for example, I want to create an activity type, let's say a site visit. So this site visit, which is an action of a meeting, can automatically trigger a code creation and generate a welcome email to the client 3 days after the schedule, which effectively means that I can create custom automated activities. I can trigger automated emails based on the activities types that I create. An example could be, in any specific inquiry or site visit, if I create an activity, open the calendar, and let's say schedule it for a past day. So this is sitting in my calendar. Okay, and if I go back to my activity, you can see that this activity has been defined. There is a welcome email which has been created. Okay, and if I mark it to done, three days later, the system will auto generate make code creation after the case. Okay, so these kind of activities and automations can also be created different for different industries, and the activities types can be modeled as per requirements. Right now they are generic, but as you can see, these active types are quite easy to configure and customize as per the requirements. Rajan has helped businesses across various industries. We have had clients from injection molding industry, construction industry, real estate, property, healthcare, media. There has been non-governmental organizations, non-profit organizations as well, where we have helped them implement these CRM customizations modeled to their exact business requirements. And we have seen excellent results. The lead conversion rate has dramatically increased, more than 30 to 35%. And many industries who primarily focus on automation of CRM, where there are number of salespeople and team, we have seen a jump of more than 50% as well. So customizing Odoo CRM can bring measurable, quantifiable results for any industry, in any possible business that we can think of. Okay. Now, if you are looking to customize your Odoo CRM for your own industry and for your own business, you can very well contact us at salesandapagent.com. Thank you very much.
Like, share and subscribe. our YouTube channel videos, and you will be getting a lot. And yes, don't forget to comment upon these videos, because if you comment on these videos, this will really going to give us the motivation to upload more and more videos. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.